Greetings and salutations. Welcome to my channel. I'm an American living in Germany, and today I'm gonna finish a painting. That's what we're doing today. I've been working on this for a while. Started this a couple weeks ago. Recently, I've been working more on the fine details. So when we started our live stream, I was doing a lot of like just background, laying out where things should be, trying to get my placement right. And then I started working on some depth. Recently, I started working on defining out, bringing out some of these leaves here that are closer to the forefront of the picture. You know, these down here are further away. But above this little lady's head, we got some leaves that are coming to the forefront, and I got to work on that today. A little bit more detail in my leaves that are up close. And you'll also notice since the last live stream, I started getting more into the background. So the picture that I was given, you know, I was looking at it mostly on my cell phone. And I was looking at it like far away, and now you don't really see what's going on back there. And so as I start working on the details, I zoomed in as close as I could, you know, to see what am I trying to figure out back there. So there's a strip of land back there. So I got to work a little bit more on that, but mostly today I am going to concentrate on the fine details. Like I said, bringing out some more of these leaves that are more in the forefront. Some of those branches there, I got to make them darker because they're further away. They shouldn't be that brown. Got to darken them up. And then that hair, I got a pretty good start on the hair. She's got a lot of wispy little hairs going here and there. So I got to add a lot of more little wispy hairs down here, but also up here in this area. Details. We're getting into details today. Jacket. As we're talking about getting into the details today on the jacket, I got a few more points that are hit with the sun that I'm gonna have to bring out. Down here, I got a little hint of a hand. I gotta perfect. Right now, it's just a blotch. Just gotta put a little bit of shading on that and define it a little bit more. But other than that, yeah, today's goal is to finish up with the fine details on the painting. I wish I had a better quality camera. You can kind of see what I started on the leaves that are coming more to the forefront there. In the background, we got the hint of a little city there coming out and what appears to be like a peninsula. The coastline. Got to work on clean up that neck a little bit. The neck is not so defined because, like I said, I got to bring in some shading. And then there's just some really cute little wispy hairs I got to add in there. Also, while you were gone, I got a little bit more into the forest ground. I'm forgetting my words. The forest floor. I think that's what I wanted to say. You know, as I started putting in some like actual strands of grass, and there's some twigs laying around in there. So I had to get some twigs and little hints and dots of other little flowers and plants. Yeah, I'm really, really enjoying this. Really has me wanting to take all my paint and supplies and head over into the forest to improve on my skills of painting nature. This has been a really fun challenge for me. This has been a really fun challenge, and I'm pleased with what I got done. So the reason at the beginning of this live stream I am explaining what I'm doing today is because normally when I'm working on like the fine details of a painting, it's really like it's like meditation for me. So I get really into it. I'm not used to like sitting here and getting into the details of a painting and communicating with someone at the same time. So anyway, that's what we're working on today. I just made myself a fresh pot of coffee. I think I gotta set myself up a new palette. My palette looks like, blah, it's a mess. I don't know if I can clean this off. Yeah, I think I need a new palette. Let me see here. Tomorrow. Into you and me and laughing, nothing at all. Sweet coffee, the nectar of the gods. Oh shit, I just knocked all my paintbrushes down. Because of course I did. Let's change the camera angle and turn this into part of the video. There we go. So, I have knocked all of my paintbrushes on the ground. I guess so, yeah, as I said, I'm going to sit here today. The goal is to get this thing done. I have a bad tendency of never getting paintings done due to never being satisfied. They're just never good enough. But recently I decided that's got to change, you know? Gotta get a bunch of things done. Ideally, I would like to put on an art show and you could come. Ideally. And especially this time of year, I spend way too much time just at home. I feel like gravity is pulling me down. I feel like my skull is crushing my brain. These make me feel like a little nauseous. This is that time of year for me. I swear to God, fall is the worst. Going into winter. I got a lot of garbage brushes, but I can't let them go. So yeah, so this time of year, I feel like doo-doo. And that is where painting has saved my life. See, gravity is pulling me down. God damn it, I caught it live on camera. It's like, oh, God damn it. What a mess. I'm sorry, Jesus. Okay. Slow down. So like before I started this video, I had to go mail a letter. So I had to go walk down to the post office, get a stamp and all that. And it feels like gravity is pulling me down. I trip over my own feet more. This is what I'm working with today. Extra clumsy. Keep telling people my disability is like being drunk. I should know, like I've been drunk in the past a few times. So yeah, so painting saved my life. And I've only had one instance where these issues, my disability, has like interfered with painting, and that's on this angry guy. No judging, he's nowhere near done. I had to start him new like 5 times, but I was working on this angry guy, And I stood up to get another cup of coffee or something, and gravity did its thing, and the easel fell and went right into it. It put a hole right there. And I was trying to fix the painting to make it work with the hole, because my goal is to like show anger in this painting. We'll get there. It's not there yet, but because like I was thinking so angry, destruction, and I thought I could work with the hole that had formed in the canvas because I stood up, lost my balance, and knocked the easel into it. But it wasn't working. So yesterday I tried a little something. I got rid of the hole by putting just a piece of tape over it, and then some other tapes, and I'm turning those pieces of tapes into buildings in the background. Possibly buildings on fire. I don't know. That looks like what's coming out of it. But yeah, my ADHD really shows when I paint, but I think it works. It works for it. It really does. But anyway, what I was getting at is this time of year being rough on me, making me feel more clumsy, dizzy, nauseous, head issues. Sitting and painting has saved my life. It's really the best for me, you know? So today I'm going to get into the details, and we're going to finish this pretty lady. And I appreciate any of y'all that stop by. Shout yourself out in the chat. Feel free to promote your own channel in the chat. Shout out what you do. Or don't. You're welcome to sit there and be a creepy lurker. There's nothing wrong with that. I've lurked creepily. All right, so my go-to colors with this painting kind of surprised me. Shout out to Viridian Green. Viridian Green has been a very useful base for this jacket. It's also a little different to what was going on in the background. You know, there's so many greens going on in this. You don't want them all to blend together. So Viridian's been a good one to go to. But coming in with a little bit of emerald right now. This emerald, I need this for the darker spots on the leaves, but I also used it in some of the shading on the jacket. You know, we've got some shading where the sun is shining through some branches onto her jacket there. So emerald green has been a good one for that, putting that on the palette. But next to it, I'm also going to come in with, what is this? It's yellow something or other. I can't even read it. A bright yellow. Yeah. But next to that bright yellow, I'm also going to go with like an earthy, what is this? Yellow ochre, like more of an earthy yellow too. I'll need that here and there, putting that on the ground, but I'm also using it in the hair a little bit. So what I was finding was working good with them leaves with a specific brush I got. So I gotta find it. It's one that's like cut at an angle. Oh, I broke it. Oh, God damn it. Sorry, Jesus. I gotta stop swearing in front of my Jesus painting. So I think I'm also gonna put a little bit of ultramarine, a nice blue on my palette for some spots that I want to make darker. Just some tiny spots, perhaps on the leaves, but also perhaps down here. But also maybe to dab on that land that's in the background. Oh, damn, I think I really... dun, dun. And you and me and life will look alright now. Tattered and torn. I'm gonna place a little bit of white on my palette too. Just a little white. I got another cheapy yellow. It's a little darker than the yellow I got there, just to give me some variety. This green I love. My son bought it for me when he was in Scotland, just because he thought the name was funny. Hooker's Green. Yeah, that's my kid. Hooker's Green is a good nature color. Real good nature color. Let's see what else. I got some burnt sienna. Do I want some burnt? Yeah, I like some burnt sienna. Burnt sienna. It's a little bit like an orangey brown. And I need some black. But I don't want Mars black. If you don't know, Mars black is quite handy. I painted for many years and only learned this recently, because I have no education. I'm self-taught in this stuff. But Mars black is a black that has a faint ultramarine dark blue undertone. So it's great in some situations, but I want dark, so I want black. You gotta, so if you're new to painting with acrylics, that's only something I learned recently. I wish I knew earlier, is that there's some different blacks. So like you already got the issue with different brand names of people that make acrylics, and some have stronger pigments, some don't. Some seem to dry with like a caulky type feel, some are glossy. Like that's not enough to wrap your head around. When it comes to the blacks, you gotta, you're better to test them. This one is called Lampenschwarz. This is a black. So this one will leave like a really dark undertone, even when I'm diluting it. When I'm diluting this, it'll be like a light black. Whereas if I use Mars black, when I'm diluting it, you're gonna see little hints of blue. Which, for example, is great when you're doing like clouds, or stone or stuff that's gray, and you want just little depth to it, little defining features. Right, so black. I'm talking too much. Black. No, I was looking if I had in my supplies a specific light blue. Literally no, they're also almost empty. Let's just put it on there. I got the dark blue and I got the white, so I can like blend my own colors. But sometimes if I just have a tube laying around as something pre-mixed, I like to throw it on my palette. What's that? Cerulean blue. I was looking for this during a live stream. Cerulean blue. I was using this, and this is so empty. This is completely empty. And I just found a new tube. This is from a little pack I found to reduce. It's like a little 4-pack reduced for like €3. That's like Christmas time for me as a poor artist. And it's such a lovely blue, cerulean blue. I want to be careful and dab some more of that into the water back there, because when I saw the picture, that was the color I thought of, was cerulean blue. All right. What else do I want on my palette? I think I want some kind of light, obnoxious green, maybe even like a neon. What is this? Some kind of light green. Put it next to the dark on there. What else? I feel like that's what we'll start with for right now. I got a good start. Oh, goddamn. I feel like this whole live stream, I'm just going to be knocking shit over. Okay. Got our coffee. This is what my palette setup looks like before I start mixing my stuff together. We got some pretty colors to be working with. That's that pretty cerulean blue. Isn't it a pretty blue? So yeah, this is a paintbrush I was using for the leaves, and I broke it. Broke it. And the thing is, it isn't like some kind of fancy, expensive brush. It's one that comes in most like cheap 4-packs of brushes, which is why I can't believe I don't have another one here. I mean, I can work around it, but it was working so perfect to do these little leaf shapes. I'd do it in a little bit of the dark and a little bit of the yellow, and it was giving me like the perfect leaves I want that are coming to the forefront. I can't believe I don't have another one. Where did the broken piece go? Maybe I can work with the broken piece. I can work with the. This is the piece that broke off. But you see how it's at an angle there, and that is great for like getting sharp lines, but also like the curve of the leaf. You know, the leaf goes, and I broke it. And this doesn't feel right working with it. Let me just see what it does like this. I'm gonna take some of my dark green. All right. I can work with it. It's helping me get the little point on the end of the leaf. It's difficult like this. Oh, my heart. I'm only gonna do a few more with this fudged up paintbrush. I gotta step back. I need here. Sorry if I'm in your way, folks. Over here. See, because we got some leaves coming down here and they're in the forefront. At first, I just got the shape of them, and then I went in with some yellow, and then I started accenting them with the darker green, and now I'm really coming in with the darker green and trying to get this, bring out the shadows. And my hope is that it's like defining them and making them pop out a little bit more. And of course, I'll again come in with the yellow to catch where the sun's reflecting off of it. I'm gonna have to even bring in some black, I think, on some of them. Say I'm dreaming to come. Up there, I gotta get up there. Stay with me. Back away a little bit and look at it. Yeah. See what I'm talking about? We're starting to get details now. Oh my heart. I got that song stuck in my damn head. Thompson twins hold me now. Yeah, I need a finer brush. I see some more details. I want to come in with not just the dark green, but I actually think I need to get in there with some black. Oh, I did not prepare well at all for this live stream. I'll be right back. I gotta get some fresh water. My water is looking manky. Say I'm a dreamer, too kind. We know we'll never find. I should really learn all the words to that song if I'm gonna walk around singing it. I just keep singing the same like 2 verses. Right, so nature and broke my go-to brush for that. And I am brutal to my brushes. So right now my goal is to find something that's gonna help me make a good line. The way I abuse these little bastards. If I'm not abusing them, I'm not cleaning them right. I am the problem. That guy might work, but he feels a little too thick for what I want to do. Maybe I should try it with a pointy. Yeah, I'm gonna go with super fine. I'm gonna go really tiny. He's got that curve. He got that curve I'm looking for. I can work with me being brutal and abusing the brushes. I can work with that curve. I just want to see. I'm gonna take some of that black, but I'm still gonna take some of that emerald green. You know what? I'm even gonna dab into my blue. I'm just gonna make a dark little mess here. Still too black. I'm gonna put a little green in there, a little more of the blue in there. Can you still see if I bring it down a bit? Okay. Details, folks. Stay with me. Okay, I think this is giving me what I want. I'm gonna overdo it. Clean up them branches that are in the background. They're gonna be straight up black. Yeah. Let's see. No. Don't you drip on my blue sky. So don't want it to be too drippy. Got a nice dark blue-green going on. Give me some depth on these leaves. Oh, yeah. That's what I was looking for. My leaves being more defined here. Can I show it a little closer? See? Now we're getting some leaves in the forefront that are visibly leaves as opposed to everything in the background, which is mere reflections of light on nature. Oh, that's what I wanted. You gotta understand, it wasn't last night, I think it was the night before. I was sitting here for like, I mean, minimum 3 or 4 hours, minimum, trying to start bringing out the leaves that are in the forefront. There's like this chain of them that come down here and down here, if you look at the picture. And it was kind of a fight in the beginning to start making them pop. And I think I'm getting now exactly what I wanted. But yeah, that's my process that I learned when you're painting. Start from the background, get your basic layout of where what is. You know, if it's a landscape, then get your horizon and any mountains or trees. Just lay out where they are. And then little by little, you build up to the forefront. Only at the very, very end are you going to do things like if you're painting a face, the pupils or the fine details. Or in this case, now I'm trying to bring out some details, you know? Obviously, stuff that's off in the distance is blurry. But like her hair, these leaves, I want them to be a little bit more clearly looking like leaves here. I'm really ready for summertime. I hate this weather. It's raining here. I just gotta be careful I don't touch what I just did. Point on that one. Can you still see it? This might be a little better for me. See, did it too bad. A little bit of that dark blue, a little bit of that emerald green, dishity dab of that blackety black. Where was I? I was up here. Up here. And I'm carrying over some of this dark mixture onto some of these branches because they're not, they're further back. The brown, I want more to be seen here and where the sun's hitting it. And then you got dark branches that are just pretty much black. Yeah. Because my palette is sitting down here in the dark area because I got my only lighting. The canvas here. I gotta be careful. I don't want my colors to be drippy. I'm trying to get exact points right now. We take the black, we take the dark blue, we take the dark green, and we do the mixy poo. And then we carry on. Tomorrow is the dark green, it's the black with the blue, and a dash of the water, just a dash. So I can mix it real good and then try to get myself a line. This fine little brush here, trying to do twigs or branch in the background, get your pigment on it real good, twist it to pull the color mostly to the point, and then literally just go like that on a canvas, and you get a branch, a tree branch. It's that easy, folks. That's my little lesson for you today. That's my only lesson I got to offer. Oof. We're working on the leaves, trying to bring some of them here more into the forefront. There we go. So that's what I'm doing, is trying to bring out some of these leaves that are more in the forefront, as opposed to those other leaves that go down the mountain, have the sun shining on them. Yeah, that's where we are. That's where we are right now. And if you're here watching, I appreciate you. I gotta top off my fuel. Mama needs her coffee. And you can feel free to say hi into the chat. Don't be scared. We don't bite here. We're very friendly here. So because like I said, this painting is for somebody. It's from a picture somebody took. I watched some videos online to how to properly package this to be shipped. And I'm ready. I got everything I need. I got packing tape, check. These nifty, super strong cardboard corner protectors, check. First layer of basic paper wrap, check. Bubble wrap, check. And I got a whole bunch of cardboard, 2 big boxes here. Because out of all the videos that I watched on how people package their own art, you know, for like consignment situations for customers, ship them. I like this guy that was like just reusing old boxes, you know, recycling rather than putting that stuff in the garbage. And he showed step by step, you know, the layers. So first I'm gonna wrap it in paper, and I'm gonna put the corners on that'll protect it. And then I'm gonna come over that paper with those the bubble wrap, a whole layer of that. And then I'll start building with the cardboard. And I liked how he made like first a frame of the cardboard and then the piece that goes on top, and then with the tape. It all looked really secure. It looked easy to ship. It looked well protected. So yeah, in the meantime, I got all of that ready. I don't know if I'll live stream while I'm packing it. I kind of want to do it perfectly. I want to concentrate on it. Make sure I'm doing it good. I want it to get safely to its address. Okay. I'm getting happy with those leaves. I didn't know, just explaining the process here. I know there are artists that are like, I plan on painting a tree right now with a sunset, and they know exactly how to go bink, 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 and make that. A lot of times with me, it's a lot of, this is the fun of it for me. Well, what if I do this? So let's F around and find out, you know? And I really wasn't sure how I was going to bring out those specific leaves. Like I spotted them right away in the picture because it's a detail. You know, a lot of the stuff in the back, like I said, as it gets further away, it gets blurrier. I'm a bit more of an impressionistic style painter. So that's kind of, it was easy for me to perceive how I was going to make that effect, you know, in the background. But I started getting a little like this when it came to the hair and the leaves in the forefront. But I'm happy with, I got a good grasp on it. Just got to get these fine details done. Yeah, just got to get these fine details. I got to take another look at the hand. I have to zoom in real close on the picture. It was only like, as I got this week, as I was sitting here and decided, okay, I need to start on some of the details. I started zooming in on little sections. You know, the whole time I was zooming in on like where the trees, what trees did I want to bring out? What did I want to blend into the background? Where she stood, what was going on down here? Where was the sun hitting? And then I got to a point, now we're talking the details. I had to really zoom in, like, what the heck is going on in the background there? And I'm zooming in and I'm like, that's a whole town back there. I needed to know what it was. Yeah, details. And I noticed some twigs laying down here. I'm still going to put them there. It's important to me that the twigs are there. All right. Just a quick coffee break, folks. Just a quick coffee break. Maybe a coffee and a potty break. Stay with me. Yeah, that's just sad. I walk in the room, I see one person, and then they leave. Thanks. Message received. You know, when I was a kid, we had Bob Ross. We respected our painters. Rest in peace, Bob Ross. Rest in peace. Oh my god, I gotta get this song out of my damn head. I hear the garbage man outside. Got some cleanup to do there. Maybe some yellow. There, I gotta come in with some green. Doing what I want you to do. put paint on my nose. Say I'm a dreamer. Dun, dun, to the con. Yes, that's what we want. I want that first streak to come over the branches that are far away. They're far away, so much darker. Oh yeah. I need to get over here. I'm afraid I'm gonna rub my arm on stuff. So we gotta change positions. Right. I feel like I need to talk to you folks. It's awkward silence between us. It's just awkward, right? But I gotta concentrate on the details. I am actually pleased with that. You have no idea how huge that is. To be pleased with something I'm doing. I'm gonna get it over here. I guess I gotta work like this. This corner needs some. This guy. It's just all about the fine lines right now, folks. It's all I'm doing is concentrating on bringing the detail out in some of these leaves. some of these nice little twigs that are in the background. Oh yeah, now we're getting into some definition. Starting to see my leaves a little bit better. I had to bring it down, take some dark green, take some dark blue, take some lickety black. Give me a nice dark color. Bring out some of these shadows. I'm enjoying painting little branches. Come springtime, I am gonna go over to my little forest and I am gonna paint. I'm gonna look, I'm gonna paint. I'm gonna look, paint. I'm gonna improve my skills at painting nature. That's a goal. Everybody needs goals. Fortunately, I don't know if I could live stream from over there. That would be fun if I could, though. I need to go darker in here in the background. Better not be getting sick. It is unacceptable. Come back over here. Okay, there's a few little spots here that need to be darker. Straight up black, confident strokes. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yes. Just it feels nice when I get the stroke right. And just that branch just looks exactly like I want it up against that blue. Because if I fuck it up, it's horrible. Like, then I gotta touch up the blue. It feels good when I get it right. I don't always get it right. It's the little things. You gotta celebrate these little wins, people. The amount of losses we got going on in the world, Jesus Christ. Gotta celebrate the little wins. For me, it's a win when I get a brush stroke right. Just touching on them branches with some black, trying to make them appear further back, pushing them back. Back up, branches. Back up. So now I'm essentially using a lot of the same like black with a little tiny dash of like dark blue in it, a little tiny dash of the green in it. And some of them lines that were just fuzzy brown lines, I'm going to try to bring out with sharper, dark lines to make them look like branches and twigs in the background. And I carry some of that into the leaves, like for example, where the leaf connects to the branch, but also kind of underneath it where some shadow would be from the leaf. Simple, right? You'd think, but it's not always that simple. So far, that's working. This is my technique, and I'm sticking with it. Yep. Very happy, very happy. This really will be a good feeling if I get this done and the person that it's for is happy with it. Because again, like I stated a bunch of times, it's become a goal to start getting more artwork done. And I want to put on an art show. Like I thought about it, I researched it, galleries and groups. It just makes more sense if I do it by myself. I'm not much of a joiner anyway. And I already contacted somebody, a location in town that I myself have wandered into because they often have different things, not just art. One time I went there because there was a Muslim organization was there. I can't remember the name of the branch of it, but they were giving like historical information and telling their stories of their culture, and I found that really interesting. But also art. I've seen art in there, so I wrote them and said, "Hey, I'm a broke disabled artist, and I'd like to put on an art show. How does one do that in your location?" And I got an answer back, folk. I got an answer back. The guy said I should come in and talk to him in his office. Immediately, my anxiety put me back in high school. And like, I felt like I was in trouble. I gotta go to the office. I think I'll go to the office, folks. I will. What I'd like to do is, like, right now, passively fish around, scout, if you will. What's available for me to do something like that? Like to put on an art show. All I need is a space. Like, all I need is a space. And I guess Germany, I guess permission from the government. I mean, I know that. I know where I am. I know rules and ordnung here in Germany. But I'm looking into it, and I don't think this needs to be as complicated as maybe I convinced myself it was for a bunch of years. You know, like I've talked myself out of joining any of these groups. There are groups here. Germans are big group joiners and group creators. Verein. Verein is like a club in German. Quite honestly, I just don't need another cost. I don't care how cheap it is. It's too much. No offense to them. That's me. Don't need another cost. And like I said, I have a background in like sales promotion. I've worked at a lot of different events. I kind of know how they're set up, organized, run, things that could be involved in it. So I'm looking into that right now, is what I'm saying. And it was nice that I got a response from somebody already that said I could come in and talk to them. My only fear is I'm going to go in and talk to this guy, and he's going to say to me, in order to do it at that location, I have to be a member. It's the same reason I'm not joining a gallery. I'm not a joiner, man. I got commitment issues. Why are you trying to lock me down? I don't know. I mean, I'll be giving updates on the channel. If I can make something like this happen, I'll make a video about it, obviously, because I'm gonna invite you all. I will be inviting. I'll be expecting you to show up. I hope you know that. If I make this happen, I'm talking to you. I know you can hear me. Okay. So the leaves came down like this more. Is there any more down here? Okay. Getting where I wanted it to be. Can't have the light without the darkness. Can't have the darkness without the light. Okay, this is cleaning up very nicely up here. A little bit more, and then I think I'm gonna have to clean my brush and come in with some more yellow. Bringing out some more of them spots where the sun's hitting these bigger, more visible leaves. I've got some nice defining shapes happening here. A green, a blue, mixy on the powder too. A little bit of water, but not too much, because I don't want it dripping. Don't want it dripping. Careful on the tiny branches. Okay. Back away from it, give it a look-see from afar. Okay, I gotta start carrying the dark down a little bit, just a little bit in here. Some of these, just some of them. Carrying it right over to her collar. Yeah, baby. Yep. Let it sit a little bit. Gotta let that sit a little bit, otherwise I'm just smearing around my work. But we are really getting some fine details done. We are getting there, folks. I'll take a coffee break and you can just admire what we've gotten done. Just trying to make it light, maybe. It's tricky with the light. That maybe? That's where we are. Using a little light green before I come in with the yellow again. Just marking some areas on these leaves where some light might be hitting them. Back away. Yeah. That's a little too much there. Okay, we getting somewhere. Some sun shining on the tree. cleaning up my background a little bit, which is nice and easy when your background is clouds. I just put a little hint of a light blue and some white on my paintbrush. I'm just trying to clean up some spaces here. Also to give the effect of the light shining through in between the leaves. Just a little bit of light blue, a little bit of white. Carrying the cloud line across, getting in between the leaves. There's like a cloud over that little city or town in the background. Back away. Yes. Yes, those leaves are popping now. Those leaves are popping. Okay, so what I want to do, I think I'm pretty happy with the dark tones on the leaves that are closest to the forefront. So I'm mostly happy with the dark tones. So I gotta let that dry because next step is coming back in. You see how some of them have some yellow on it where the sun's hitting it. So I gotta come in now again with a fine point with some yellow and hit on those exact same leaves, but only in a few little points where the sun would be hitting it. First, it gotta dry.